Back in our network studios here in Atlanta, I'm Kevin McAlpin, truest reporter for The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Hope you're having a great Labor Day weekend. It is Sunday afternoon, September the 6th. Braves are getting ready for the series finale against the Washington Nationals coming up today at 1:10 p.m. Eastern. Josh Tomlin taking on Patrick Corbin, and we'll tell you more about that matchup a little bit later on in our show. Braves dropped their second straight to Washington last night. 10-4 was your final as the Nationals broke it wide open with a 5-run top of the ninth inning. We saw a couple of things. Obviously, it was a tough night on the mound for Chad Sabatka, who was optioned back to the alternate site at Gwinnett today. Braves get a fresh arm in Bryce Wilson in their bullpen here today for the series finale against Washington. And of course, Freddie Freeman, his 18-game hitting streak came to an end last night with that 10-4 loss. Freeman, over the course of those 18 games, hit .394 with 10 extra base hits and 14 walks over the course of his hitting streak that was the third longest of his career. Remember, he had that 30-game stretch back in 2016, and then back in 2011, he also hit safely in 20 consecutive ball games. So Freddie will look to start a new streak here today against Patrick Corbin. Of course, we saw Ronald Acuna Jr., Travis d'Arnaud, and Adam Duvall all go deep in the loss last night. Braves enter play today here on Sunday, having hit at least 3 home runs in each of their last 5 games. That is the longest such stretch in franchise history. And of course, Travis d'Arnaud has been right in the middle of a lot of things for the Braves offense here, especially over the last couple of weeks. d'Arnaud has has a home run in each of his last 2 games, and he has 6 homers in 25 games here in 2020. d'Arnaud is homering every 14.3 trips to the plate, which is the 3rd best rate among catchers in Major League Baseball, trailing only a couple of guys you've probably heard of, JT Realmuto and Gary Sanchez, who have homered more frequently than, of course, Travis d'Arnaud this season. And the big story last night, Ronald Acuna Jr. setting a franchise mark, his 18th career leadoff home run. That came in that first inning. Of course, he passed Felipe Alou's previous record held, which was 17 leadoff homers for Felipe Alou. So a nice moment for Ronald Acuna Jr. Unfortunately, it did come in a loss last night. Braves give the ball to the 35-year-old right-hander Josh Tomlin here today. Tomlin is sitting on a 1-2 record with a .437 earned run average. More than likely his last start before going back to the bullpen. We'll see what the Braves decide to do with that spot in their rotation. Braves will be taking on Patrick Corbin for the 13th time in his career. It'll be his 11th start against the Braves. Really good numbers, 6-2 lifetime with a 1.95 ERA against the Braves. Series finale between these two teams starts at 1:10 p.m. Eastern. Then another matinee on tap here for Labor Day Monday as the Miami Marlins will roll into town. Couple of quick news and notes. Cole Hamels is supposed to throw a bullpen session today, a live BP session today. That is an encouraging sign. Ozzie Albies will also likely go up to the satellite camp at Gwinnett here very, very soon and maybe take part in a couple of simulated games. Braves are hoping to get him off the IL here in the next handful of days as he tries to recover from that wrist injury that's kept him out for over a month now. And of course, we did just find out moments ago, Jose Urena will be on the mound for the Marlins tomorrow against Ian Anderson in the first of a 3-game set with the Miami Marlins rolling into town. So that's a look at the latest news and notes for the Braves. Braves and Nationals coming up today at 1:10 p.m. Eastern right here on The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.